Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas. It says in the Torah, "V'yikchu eilecha pora aduma tamima." They should take a red heifer, a red cow, asher ein bo mum, which has no blemish, asher lo olo aleha oil, upon which never came a yoke. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us that Temima is what the Torah wants us to strive for, to become Temimim. In Chabad, they have a title, Harav Atomim. Temima is a certain title. It's a certain way of life to look up to. Tamima means perfect, or finished, or simple and uncomplicated, to be an Eved Hashem, to be a servant of God. Everybody is obligated to strive to become a Tamim. Asher ein bo mum, if somebody is a tzaddik, he has no blemishes. He has to continue to strive to become a bigger Tomim, more perfect, more simple, more uncomplicated. He has to strive. Everybody has to strive, even asher ein bo mum, even if he has no blemish. Or, on the other hand, on the reverse of that, is somebody who is so far gone that shaloi olo aleha oil, that was not privileged to be makabel, to accept upon himself the yoke of heaven, whether he's a tzaddik or somebody that's way far removed. Everybody has to strive to become a tamim, to become a perfect yid, the way Hashem wants us to be. We should all be zeicha to this. Amen. The same pasuk, Asher ein bo mum, asher lo olo aleha oil. This Chassidic gem is saying that if somebody thinks that he made it, Asher ein bo mum, I'm the greatest, I made it. It's a big sign from heaven, Asher lo olo aleha oil, that he is very far and did not yet did not accept upon himself properly the yoke of heaven. If he thinks he's ein bo mum, it's a sign that he doesn't have Kabbalas Malchus Shemayim. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas. It says in the Torah, V'chol kli posuach asher ein samit posel olav. The pasuk is talking about an earthenware vessel that if there is a mace in the house, and there is a earthenware vessel, the earthenware vessel from the outside of it does not become tomei, does not become impure. Only the vessel, the inside of the vessel, the interior of the vessel, becomes tomei. So the pasuk is saying, "V'chol kli pasuach," and any open vessel that has no covering, tight covering on it, that means that the tumah, the impurity, could go inside the interior of the vessel, then it's tamei. It's only if it's airtight, then the tumah cannot get into the interior of the vessel, just the exterior. That does not make this vessel tamei. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah is saying like this: V'chol kli pasuach, and any open vessel. Which vessel are we talking about? We're talking about his mouth. His mouth is open wide, without any criticism without him being critical of himself, what goes out of his mouth. This is proof that he's Tomei. He's Tomei if his mouth, if his vessel is open wide, and he has no control over what comes out of it. That person is Tomei, like it says in the Torah. If the vessel is open, it's not airtight, then it's Tomei. So we have to learn from here to watch our mouth. Not everything can come out of it. We have to control what we say. We shouldn't speak lashon hara. We shouldn't speak evil about people. We shouldn't embarrass people. We have to be able to control our kli, our mouth. We should be zeicher to this. Amen. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas. It says in the Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu was commanded, Moshe and Aaron, v'dibartem el hasela. You should speak to the rock. You should speak to the rock, and water will come out. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah say, what is this all about? What does Hashem want to prove? When Hashem says, speak to the rock and water will come out. What does Hashem want to prove with that? The Chassidic Torah say, Harav HaKodesh Rabborech Miseret Vishnitz says, Hashem wants to show the power of speech. Through speaking only, you can take a strong rock and turn it into a mayan, into a fountain of water. Words have power and strength, and this is what, according to the Chassidic Torah, this is what Hashem wanted to tell us. Be careful what we speak, because speech is very powerful. We should be zeicher to this. Amen. A sikum, a summary of the hashkafas, the viewpoints, the Torah viewpoints that we learned from the Chassidic Torah. We have to strive to become perfect. Everybody has to strive. Whether the person is perfect, he has no blemish, and even a person that's very, very far removed, we all have to strive for perfection to become the kind of Jew that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to be. We also learned that if somebody thinks he made it, he has no faults with him. He made it. I'm terrific. If he thinks that way, it's a sign that he has a lot to go. It's a sign that he has not properly accepted the yoke of heaven. We also learned that if somebody's mouth is continually open and talks and has no control of what comes out of it, that person is Tomei. That person is not good, and he has to correct himself. We have to be able to control our speech. We have to be able not to speak lashon hara. We have to be able not to offend people. And if anything we say, anything we want to say, we say without any control, it's very, very bad for us. It's a sign that we are Tomei. And the last thing we said was, why is it that Hashem said to Moshe that you should speak to the rock? What did Hashem want to prove with speaking to the rock? Hashem wanted to prove, according to the Chassidic Torah, Hashem wanted to prove the power of speech. Speech can take a strong rock and make it liquefy it into water. So we have to be careful with this speech, that we have, that we should only do good things with the speech and not do things that Hashem does not want. We should be zeicher to this. Amen.